Alright, what is up YouTube? Join me today as we watch the special program, the Genshin 5.4 one. Like, my bum ass couldn't wake up early enough to catch this live. We're just gonna watch it through today. Video's been out for a few hours now. So let's see. This is my complete version reaction. Okay, I have not seen this yet. I've tried to avoid anything from the video. So this is gonna be completely first time watch for me. Hopefully some of y'all too. Let's enjoy this together. We gotta move the mic over here a little bit. Pretty chill music going on so far. Wait, hold on a minute. Whoa, yeah.
Ready?
Like,
close your eyes.
that should be. Okay.
That's it. Now
I'm locked.
inhale nice and slow.
Oh, what are they
as if
treating us
trying
today?
to catch the slight fragrance of a
I don't know.
blossom in the
I mean,
air. And
I don't smell much.
let it out. Relax your shoulders.
Yo, the audio is kind of crazy
Picture
right now.
yourself enveloped
What are
in
they
the
treating us
soft
to right now?
embrace
Nice
of a
little.
cloud. Very good.
They're treating us to some ASMR now.
Now let go of your troubles and feel yourself become lighter in body and mind.
Not gonna lie already. They kind of cooked already. That was kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, guys. Low key might be popping a half chub right now. Let's see what we got going on here. Right off the bat, we're going back to Inazuma, which, I mean, when was the last time we were back to Inazuma? Like 5 years ago? 10 years ago? We haven't been back for a while. Which I guess is pretty cool. Some mini game stuff. Oh god, of course. You can't have an event, especially one in Inazuma, without Ito, Arataki Ito. Jeez. We are in true peak filler patch right now territory. You know it's filler when Ito comes out. Okay. The animations are really nice. Looks like Ether. Okay, nice. We get more dating sim. Awesome. Looks like Ether's harem grows once again. Yo, this is kind of crazy. Hold on a minute. Hey, yo, what she doing? What you bending over for? Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa. That took a turn. I didn't mean it like that. Ooh, listen to that piano in the background. Dude, Raiden's JP voice is so nice, bro. That's like her A voice, not her Raiden voice. That's Miko. I mean, it's something. Obviously, it's clear that the Natland quest is. Ooh. They saw that how they ate with the Maboika and the Traveler thing. Now we got the dual Raiden and Traveler thing. Okay, let me pause it real quick. Got a lot of thoughts floating in my head real quick. Just gonna lay them all out. Okay, so obviously it's clear we are in Filler City now. We have officially concluded the Archon quest for pretty much a foreseeable future. I know in a few patches they'll usually drop some sort of, because look, I know we're promised 2 story quests, right, that are related to the Archon quest. The Act 1 and Act 2 typically have the Archon. We'll probably get a Maboika Act 2 sometime later, and that'll probably like round out the whatever intrigue is left in the story. Right. So we're back in Inazuma, which is cool. We haven't been back in forever, right? We haven't seen Raiden, we haven't seen Ai in a while. Obviously, the obligatory Ito presence, and then by extension, what's her name? You know who I'm talking about. So I mean, the hype is already kind of like, ooh, right? It's not the Archon quest, and you know, you can't expect the Archon quest to run on to the entire, because it never has, right? But maybe in the future it will. I think, if I recall correctly, in Honkai, they said that the Hellblaze quest is going to run on through the entire sequence, like patch sequence. I don't know if they're going to stick to that. We'll have to wait and see. But, you know, welcome to Filler City for the next few months in Genshin. And from what I've seen so far, I mean, I like the characters. So there's something that's going to pull me back in. You know, if you like the Inazuma characters, you're hopping on day one on Tuesday, whenever this drops. The new character, obviously, like, pretty nice, right? There was some very interesting camera angles, very interesting audio play on the headphones. Make sure you wear your headphones when you watch this. I should have said that earlier. There was some background action, some foreground action, up, down, left, right, binaural, whatever. So they know what they're going for, and I dig it. Expect more of that, hopefully. Maybe with more characters. But let's carry on. Right, first code. I mean, we have the benefit of not watching the live stream. Probably by now you already redeemed it. Okay, I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit. So I'm just gonna. Oh, peep, peep, peep. Okay, I fast forward too much. Okay, cool. Go ahead and get your free meals, please.
Hello, travelers. Welcome to the version 5.4 special program. I'm Gabe from the Loke team.
And I'm Kai.
We meet again, everyone.
Okay.
Although
what's he gonna
time,
cook for
a
us this
mysterious
time?
voice guided us here.
Yeah, that must have been Mizuki, right?
Yes, and speaking of Mizuki,
I'm a fan of
does
Mizuki
everyone
already.
remember
I like
Isa
the
Bathhouse? It's
ASMR.
one of the businesses near Tenshukaku.
Oh yeah, I remember talking to the owner. Apparently, the inspiration for the business comes from Netland's hot springs.
Well,
has this
Mizuki
building always
happens to
been
be a
here?
major
I wonder if
shareholder
they
of Isa
like saw
Bathhouse.
it and they're like, oh, perfect.
Major
Let's shoehorn that in and
Wait,
turn that
there
into
are
an event.
tons of rumors about her.
I don't know. I
heard
haven't
she
again. I
returned
haven't been
from
at
abroad to
Inazuma in
put
like
Miko out of business. Oh, and
a while.
Let me guess. She used to sneak into Grand Narukami Shrine to pour hot water on the sacred sakura? Or that Isa Bathhouse is coming out with
I want to say that this probably was here the whole time. They just kind of touched it up and give it a few
exactly
more
what I heard.
decorations, probably.
Those rumors are a bit misleading.
What? Okay. So, what's the truth?
Well, first, we need a bit more
These
context.
guys are talking at a snail's pace. I'm sorry.
This is Yume Mizuki.
They're talking pretty
Mizuki.
slow. Maybe I'm just talking too
I
fast.
love the sound of her name. And look at her outfit. It's like a combination of a kimono and a maid uniform.
Yeah, it incorporates a few fusion elements, which
Let's see.
makes sense for someone who often
A
travels
shareholder of
abroad.
the bathhouse,
Yeah,
a Baku.
And she has a tail.
Baka. Sorry.
Does that mean
Clinical
she's a
psychologist.
Yes, but don't worry.
I
Definitely
think a lot of the fan base can use that.
Mizuki is a
Jokes,
Yumeku
guys.
Baku,
It's jokes.
a type of yokai
let's see.
that use their powers to eat people's nightmares.
Nightmares.
She
Okay.
also happens to be a clinical psychologist.
Hold on. Clinical psychologist?
So she has
Yeah.
a degree.
Maybe that's kind of hard to imagine. Here, these anecdotes should help paint a better picture.
Anecdote
see.
1. Anecdote
Mizuki
2.
once treated a warrior who returned from Night Warden Wars. After consuming his nightmare, she passed out for several days. Sounds like that nightmare
she's like
didn't go
a-
down easy.
She's like a dark
Definitely
cry.
not.
She's like a little dream
Certain nightmares
tamperer,
are
maybe.
difficult for Yumekui Baku to digest and can even become poisonous. The nightmare of a warrior who has seen the horrors of the abyss. It's too intense for the Baku to consume directly.
Right, she's
So,
a yokai,
as a
right?
psychologist,
Look, my
that's where
yokai
Mizuki
lore
comes in.
is very
She uses
behind.
clinical
Okay.
methods
I
to
haven't
help
played
her
enough
patients
Toho,
reach a
right?
point where their nightmares
the term
are safe to
Baku,
consume.
I'm sure there's
If the
a lot
Baku
of
tried to intervene without
implied
those
lore
methods,
there that
in
I'm
terms
not
of
too familiar with.
consequences, passing out is
We'll need to do a
only
whole
the tip of the iceberg.
Toho playthrough
Wow.
for that.
A Baku's job is a lot harder than I thought.
Yeah, but Mizuki doesn't mind. To her, consuming people's nightmares is what it means to be a Baku. It inspired her to travel all around Teyvat, learning everything she could about psychology. That's what makes her practice so unique. She combines her clinical knowledge with yokai power.
Oh, I was wondering how she encountered a warrior from Natland. So she's a traveler too.
Yep, in addition to clinical methods, she also uses hot spring baths, music, and incense during the treatment process. Actually, travelers can even check out Isa Bathhouse for themselves.
Basically, what is that?
With the
What's that
relaxing
called?
hot
I mean,
springs and delicious food offerings.
relaxation
you can bring your
therapy. I don't know.
stress
I'm no
and you'll leave
psychologist. Okay,
refreshed.
I'm like the opposite of that.
Nice. I wanted to ask though, the incense we just saw looked like,
like
it was
physical
from
therapy of sorts,
Sumeru.
right?
Has Mizuki been there too?
Yes, Mizuki has contacts all over Teyvat. In fact, we can introduce a few right now.
Oh, look.
Oh, Mizuki and
Childhood
Milani know each
friends
other.
with.
Wait a minute.
With
Across
Miko?
from Milani's shop, I remember seeing a new
Yeah,
business.
she must be pretty
The
old
announcement
then.
mentioned something about a hint of sakura,
Friends with
a
Molani.
touch of purple. Could it belong to
Hey,
Mizuki?
they're gonna
Good
have to kind
eye.
of explain that one.
That's
It's
Yume Mizuki's cozy
a
corner.
long way to go.
And it's about to open soon.
And then
Mualani
negotiations
even
with
ordered a
Kokomi.
gift
That
to
makes sense, right? She's from a
congratulate
different,
Mizuki on the opening.
albeit similar
I
land.
had no idea those two were so close.
And speaking of business ventures, Mizuki is also working with
One of them we'll see
Kokomi to
Milani
open
here
another
too.
branch
Make a
of
cameo
Isa
appearance
Bathhouse
in
on
Inazuma.
Wakatsumi Island.
Another one? Jeez, does she even sleep?
Well, nothing's set in stone, but if it works out, she'll be able to help even more people suffering from nightmares.
Okay, so it sounds like Mizuki is just really dedicated to her work. Those rumors get her completely wrong. It's terrible.
Yeah, people will take the smallest piece of information and let their imaginations run wild. The truth is, Miko and Mizuki have known each other since childhood, and there's a slight rivalry between them. After all, Isa Bathhouse and Yai Publishing House both offer an outlet to unwind.
True,
so
right? But they like,
in a way, their markets overlap.
yeah, as far
But
as like
they're
the
definitely
art,
not
you know, the
trying to put each other out of
recreational
business
activity
here.
market, right?
Someone else
But,
is
like,
guilty of that. And
That's
Mizuki is
two
the
whole
one
different
being targeted.
markets.
Wait, what's
Oh,
going
these are the
on?
way they go about it,
That's
right?
something travelers can find out for themselves in Mizuki's story quest.
Okay, well,
Tapir
there's a story
Samiator
quest that I won't do for
Before we
probably
get into
2
it,
years.
There's
Well,
two quick things to note.
maybe we
First,
will.
travelers
That's where the
can earn
ASMR
extra
is?
level
If we
up
get some more of
materials
that,
for
some more.
Mizuki by completing her quest. Second, starting in
We'll probably
version
do it.
5.4, keys will no longer
look,
be
and then-
required to unlock story quests.
Oh, wait a
Oh,
minute.
sweet. That should make it
That's
easier
big news.
to spend time with our favorite characters.
No more
Yep.
keys. So are they gonna
Now,
just
let's
complete
take a
do
little
away
sneak
with
peek
keys?
at Mizuki's story quest.
I know
shall
there's
we?
still hangout events.
Who are these two? Oh, wait, is that the promotional duo from the rumor? You know, Miss Hina's competition?
No, not even close.
Very
These
colorful
two are
folk.
therapists
Literally
who work
pink
with
on pink,
Mizuki
purple on
at
purple.
Isa Bathhouse. The shorter one is actually the older of the two. They're polar opposites in terms of
Of
personality.
course. Why?
So, as you can imagine,
Why am I
they
not
also
surprised?
have different approaches when it comes to therapy.
They just love
All right, let's take a
doing.
look at the
Oh,
next
the
picture.
shorter one is 1,000 years
Oh,
old.
those
The tall one
Rambo
is
guys are so cute.
15.
Yeah, that's what Yumekui Baku look like when they're young. With
Such
a
an
little
overplayed
training,
freaking
they'll
trope.
be able to turn into human form one day.
Okay, now I want to know what Mizuki looked like when she was little.
Well, with a little luck, you might just get the chance.
What you mean by that?
And speaking of luck, to many people in Inazuma, encountering a little Baku is a sign of good luck.
Because it means when you sleep that night, your nightmares will be gone?
That's right. But in Mizuki's story quest, travelers won't need to rely on luck to experience Mizuki's treatment for themselves.
That sounds pretty lucky to me.
I guess you're right. Okay, on to the next picture.
I agree. Pretty
what
lucky
is
indeed.
That thing? It looks very unsettling. And did I mention dangerous?
It's the
You're
idol
not wrong.
Floyd.
Mizuki and the traveler have a few crises to resolve in this quest. So, I think this is a perfect
Crises?
time
Is that
to
the
check out
is that
what
the plural
Mizuki
for
can do in
crisis?
combat.
It's not. You tell me it's not crises, bro. I think I've been saying crisis. Crises. I don't know. That's not something I think about. But now that I realize it, that does make sense. Cause yeah, crises sounds kind of goofy.
Is it time for our session?
Okay, here we go. Get some gameplay.
Yachan, Taechan, let's go!
Animo, that much we knew already. She's Animo. This is the first non-Natlan character we've gotten since Natlan came out, right?
To unleash refreshing bursts of wind that deal animo damage. Her elemental skill weaves memories of beautiful dreams and causes her to enter the Dream Drifter state.
Whoa, that looks so fun.
Cool, so she can float. Ah, that's really cool.
The Dream Drifter state is one of the
does that have a
key ways
cooldown
Mizuki works with her
or a
team
limit?
to defeat enemies. In this state, Mizuki periodically deals AoE animo damage to nearby enemies and increases swirl damage for the entire party.
Okay, hold on. Swirl damage for the entire party. I mean, that helps Asuka, right? That helps Wanderer. So she's gonna be like some sort of, I mean, I should probably look at the rest of the kit, but just from the skill alone, she has, you know, off-field passive animal application. Immediately, my head goes to 4-piece, not Blizzard, sorry, 4-piece VV, you know, Viridescent, whatever. The swirl, right? But if you're running an animal team, this sounds kind of like you want to run her with more animal characters. You can't swirl animo, right? I guess you could do some sort of like soup. All right, maybe. All right, chat, hear me out. The soup team, okay? You can have all these, every character who can off-field apply, boom, 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 soup, swirl, swirl, swirl. Honestly, probably sounds like Chaska's ideal teammate. Let's just, and the thing is, animal resonance. What that gives you? Movement speed. Let's keep going.
Unlocking the talent Bright Moon's Restless Voice can even extend the duration of the Dream Drifter state. Mizuki's elemental burst pulls in nearby enemies and summons a mini Baku to the field. This mini Baku creates Yumemi-style special snacks that can be picked up by party members.
Okay, so she got healing in the kit.
Has two different effects, depending on the HP of the active character. If the active character's HP is above a certain percent, picking up the snack will unleash a Munen shockwave that deals AoE animo damage to surrounding enemies. If their HP is below a certain percent, picking up the snack will restore an amount of HP. If the snack remains on the field for some time without being picked up, it will explode and deal AoE animo damage to surrounding enemies.
Whoa, so
okay, so it goes two ways. Heals when it needs to heal, and then damage when it needs to damage. That's an interesting concept. I mean, I can't think of immediate uses. Shao, maybe, if you know who's still fucking with Shao in 2025. If you are, because he, you know, his burst, he loses health. You can have both bursts up, I would imagine, at the same time. You get more AoE damage and you get healing. That's like what comes to mind. And then obviously he's swirling, right? So that'll buff Shao. You can, you know, Shao buff in 2025. Who would have guessed it? But obviously this sounds like it's better if it's going to be on Chaska or even Wanderer. Off the top of my head. Now let's see the rest.
Mizuki looks after her teammates in multiple ways.
Definitely. Mizuki's gameplay has an effortless feel to it. Like I mentioned earlier,
look, we can already see the soup team here. Kaya has the big burst and a boo 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 boo. And Ling, same thing. So we got the soup team.
Mizuki increases swirl damage for the entire party, which gives us a world of possibilities when it comes to team comps.
3 and a 2.
All you need are characters whose element reacts with animo. Use them
everyone
to apply
but Geo and
elemental
Dendro
effects to enemies. Then, when Mizuki unleashes her elemental skill, she can target enemies with ease as she hovers above the battlefield. With her animo vision, Mizuki takes her teammates' skills to the next level by increasing swirl damage. And when the time is right, you can unleash her elemental burst to give your party members an added edge in combat.
Okay, I see what you mean now. There's definitely an ease to her kit. She works in so many different teams.
Oh, I should mention another cool thing about her abilities. When Mizuki is in your team and a party member consumes a dish with restorative effects, there's a certain chance for the dish to be heightened. Now, here's the interesting part. The higher the friendship level of the character consuming the dish, the greater the chance of triggering that effect.
Okay, I think I...
Okay, so she's got a unique mechanic, which if you're using items to heal, you can heal more depending on the friendship level, which, I mean, that's cool. Very minor. You're never going to see that in like Abyss or whatever because you can't use items. First impressions, all right? Here's Jeff's first impressions. She's a 5-star, which, I mean, that's cool. You get the animations, but realistically, this sounds like a kit that could belong on a 4-star. because it's very supportive. I guess you could build her DPS. It's just I don't think those multipliers are going to be very high. I'm getting like she's basically Layla, but Animo. But no, not even, right? Because she doesn't have a shield. If it was a shield, I think that isn't that what Lanyan whatever is. I don't know. I haven't even looked at her kit. I'll admit I haven't looked at Lanyan at all. Completely flew under my radar. The healing is cool, right? It's another healing Animo option. You've got Jean. I guess she would be competing for Jean's spot directly. Because Jean can run Noblesse or VV, right? And if you run them both, one runs Noblesse, one runs VV. Probably put VV on Mizuki because she procs a lot more swirling, so you'll be proccing that constantly. But I mean, just like I said, looks like what they really want you to go for is the soup team, the elemental soup. You run a Shanling, run a Fischl, run a Farina. A lot of characters with the off-field boom, 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 boom. And then just kind of turn the blender on. That's kind of what they're going for. That's probably what they're going for. To that end, we'll see. I mean, the buffs seem decent. The damage output, she's a 5-star. Hopefully, would be a little more reasonable. A lot of sub DPS, definitely a sub DPS. I'm getting strong sub DPS with some support, kind of like Lali or whatever.
I see where this is going.
It all comes back to her profession. The more you interact with a patient, the more you understand them. And in the end, the more you can help them. So, in other words, the higher the friendship level, the better the effect.
That's a unique effect.
Awesome.
We'll see if that comes back for
Mizuki
other
in my team
characters.
as soon as possible.
Then let's get into the version 5.4 event wishes.
Yes, banner time.
In the first half of version 5.4, we'll have event wishes for Yume Mizuki, and Sijuin. A new 5-star catalyst, Sunny Morning Sleepin', will also be featured
She's a catalyst,
on the weapon
right?
banner. I should also mention that after the version 5.
What they'll probably do is make that catalyst kind of like crazy. Like, oh, when a swirl is activated, team damage percentage 25%, something like that. Kind of like what they did with Lali's, right? Whenever she has a shield, you get boom 25% damage percent free. I'd imagine that's what it is. Here's my predictions. I haven't looked at any leaks or whatever for the catalyst. It would make sense if they make her ER, right? Off rip, right? ER for more bursts more often. Alternatively, if they make it like healing bonus, can you get healing bonus? No, you can't. HP. If her healing scale, I don't know if they mentioned what they scales it off of. But if it's like HP, then maybe an HP catalyst. EM could work. I doubt ES. Swirl and EM, iffy, right? I doubt it's gonna be attack or a crit stat. I don't see it being a crit stat. I don't see it being attack. I don't see it being defense. My money's on if her kit's HP. I'm leaning towards that. Maybe her healing is buffed by how much HP, right? Percentage and HP or ER. Sounds like a solid like support catalyst.
5 update, Mizuki will be added to the standard wish banner.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I did hear about that she was gonna be added to standard. Again, reinforcing the fact that she's gonna be a very average support character. Kind of like what we got. We got Dea, which, I mean, say what you want about Dea. Horrible DPS unless you have her C6 or whatever. I like to use her because I get tired of Bennett. I'm not saying she's a replacement for Bennett. But whenever you need that Pyro Flex slot, I usually throw in Dea because she has the... she's got the Fu Xuan effect, right? Where she can damage split and interruption resist, which is pretty nice. And pitches in a little bit of Pyro. But again, kind of sounds like that Flex slot player. So we'll see.
Nice. Another character on the standard banner who can help with exploration.
I won't be pulling on her banner. If she's on standard, I'm just going to wait for it to be added to standard.
Exactly. Plus, like we said before, Mizuki enhances swirl damage, so she's a flexible unit that can fit into so many teams. As long as you have elements that react with Animo, you're good to go.
Right. You can't really...
I guess I've been thinking about this wrong, right? Because swirl damage means it's not the actual Animo, right? from like a Shaska, the animal bullets, they don't swirl unless there's another element applied. Is the actual reaction with said element. Again, the only character that really does a lot of what you're near a lot of animal application, right? I guess a Wanderer buff, Chow buff. It is the animal DPS buff. How big, we'll see. I don't know if they've said any numbers.
Go run, which means you don't have
But
to
yes, there's
stress.
your Wanderer Shao
I'm
Shaska
always down
buff.
for that.
Totally. If you're interested, be sure to check
I
out
do like
her
the sound of
banner
running
in the
her with
new
Chaska
update.
though. Although my
Now,
team's kind of already
in the
set
second
up.
half of version 5.4,
Ooh, Farina.
we'll have returning event wishes from Farina and Risley.
That's
Awesome.
Risley's
I've
first
been waiting for
rerun,
that.
right?
Yeah, me too.
Second rerun? That's his first
Okay,
rerun.
That's it for the event wishes.
It's crazy.
All right, next up. Oh,
Okay, real quick, let me say something. Risley. I don't have him. I don't plan on getting him. My cryo DPS room has kind of just been it's been very stagnant. I'm gonna wait for a much more lucrative cryo DPS to come out in the future. Probably it's just nice. It's literally the region of cryo. I'm gonna wait until the region of cryo to summon for a cryo character. Because I already have my Ganyu, right? I've been building her for years. First 5-star that I pulled for. Now, yes, she's been power creep to all hell. I get that. I get that. But it's not like we need content. We need strong cryo. Also, Siege Ruin, I completely ignored it. Just completely fell under the radar for me. Not summoning. Farina, the only thing... Okay, I have Farina. I do want her weapon. I don't have her weapon. That probably will be the only thing that I'll be summoning for. So we have some time to save up for it. Because I really want Farina's weapon. I love Farina. She needs her signature as a dedicated Farina main myself. That'll probably be the only thing I go for. Once I see what the next patch has, I'm gonna wait until towards the end of the patch to see what next is coming up next to see if it's worth to go for Farina's weapon. Right now, we're gonna go for Farina's weapon.
looks like we have a message from
That's about
Ayaka.
it. Other than that,
Let's take a look.
easy skip. Honestly, guys, if you're like super free to play, easiest skip of your life. She's going. The new character's going standard. Wait for that. Pull it later. Instead of getting a Chi-Chi, and get her. Siege Queen, I think she was probably the weakest character from the Fontaine cycle. If you need a Hydro healer, you've got Kokomi, you've got Barbara. Kokomi's been around for a while. Risley, he's good, but he's not insane. He's nothing crazy. He wasn't groundbreaking like Norvalet or Farina or Navia. You know, is he the strongest crowd DPS? Probably. But that's not a high bar to clear, given we've had Super Power Crept Ganyu and Power Crept Ayaka. I would hold off unless you really love Risley and that yacht he's got. I would hold off on Risley. And then Farina, of course, she is great, but this is her second rerun. Third, maybe. Second rerun. Third. I think this is her third rerun. This is her third rerun. Maybe fourth. If you don't have her, she's amazing. That would probably be the only for non-Farina havers. If you don't have her, that'll be the only character I would say is worth summoning for. If you're super free to play, you can throw Farina onto almost any team, and she will perform phenomenally. She's got great off-field hydro application, and then great sub DPS output. You know, she puts up good damage numbers. She can heal, and she buffs your entire team for attack without needing to play Circle Impact with Bennett. So, if you don't have Farina, that's probably the only character worth going for. If you have Farina, you don't have her signature. It's not a insane improvement, but it looks cool, and it's Farina. Who doesn't love Farina? But I would say on like 1 to 10, this is about a 4 out of 10 banner cycle. Only summon for Farina if you don't have her. Easy skip otherwise.
Hello, traveler.
Oh, Ayaka.
It's been a while.
I didn't mean to trash on you. I'm
I
sorry.
hope you're well.
I didn't mean to call you
I
super power
wanted
crap.
to tell you about an upcoming event in Inazuma, the Mikawa Flower Festival. If you have some time, perhaps you could join us for this grand occasion. I know Brother and Toma would love to see you, and I feel the same.
Oh yeah, we're pulling out all the irrelevant
In fact,
characters
I
out
hear
of the
the
box.
Shogun and Lady Gucci have special plans in store.
Tomo.
Of course, your participation will make the event all the more special.
Huh. Ayaka mentioned the Mikawa Flower Festival. Why don't we go check it out?
I guess
Sounds
that'll be
good.
like the major
While we head to the
event
venue,
running
take a look
alongside.
at the second redemption code, travelers.
Right, if you don't have the redemption code yet, there it is. I'm assuming, I mean, you know, Rita's been out for a couple hours now. I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward here. Okay. Here we go. The benefit of having the video being released already. The two sponsors and probably the only sponsors that I hear coming out of Inazuma.
Welcome back, travelers. We now come to you.
Ooh, a
with
new weapon,
special
a new polearm.
segment
Okay.
Of today's program.
Please, I need a crit stat polearm. Okay, the polearms are very difficult to use. No. It's hard to have a good polearm for DPSs if you're not summoning for limited 5-star weapons. The options are very, very limited. We're talking Hu Tao, Shao, Arlecchino, Raiden, right? The options are very limited. I doubt they'll give us like crit rate or crit damage. But look, I did summon for Arlecchino's signature. I have that because it's, come on, that's a sight. It's so freaking cool. That being said, I don't have anything for Hu Tao. Okay, there's Deathmatch in the Battle Pass, right? Which is on Shao now. And if I don't have Homa. So, you know, I don't have Homa. So Hu Tao's left using Dragon's Bane. Like, come on now. We'll see what the stat is.
The Enchanted Tales of the Mikawa Festival, jointly sponsored by Yai Publishing House and Isa Bathhouse.
Please be a useful polearm, bro. We need better polearms for the super free-to-plays out there.
Yokai gathered in celebration. But now the festival is open to humans and yokai alike. Preparations are already underway for the upcoming iteration of the Mikawa Flower Festival, set to take place at the foot of Mount Yogo on February 14th, 2025.
That's Valentine's, ain't it?
That means it's been over 2 years since the last.
Well,
Mikawa Flower
I know what
Festival.
I'm doing for
Do you still
Valentine's Day.
remember it?
I'm playing Genshin all day.
Ayato's
Oh
test
yeah.
of courage feels like it was just yesterday. I still remember playing Akisu Yuge on the beach and bonding with our yokai friends. I really had fun during that event.
Yeah, I remember thinking, if a game on the beach is this fun, imagine what a full-blown Mikawa Flower Festival could be like.
I don't know what it's
looks
like.
like we finally have the chance to find out. But it's not just for yokai this time.
That's right. The Shogunate is finally organizing a celebration for humans and yokai to enjoy together.
Yes, sir.
It's a joint
Mr.
effort in
Gorbachev,
every
tear
sense
this
of the
wall
word.
down.
There's so much to look forward to. So let's give travelers a sneak peek at the festivities.
Wow, things are looking lively already.
Yes.
I can hear the excitement in their
These are the
voice.
participants
Wow.
in the 48-hour game development competition.
Wait, so they only have 48 hours? I think it would take me that long just to come
Game
up with
dev
an
competition.
Yeah, that's why
My
the
Genshin
collaboration
Impact?
between humans and yokai is so important.
Times must be
With the help of a kitsune
desperate
meal,
indeed.
certain yokai can now communicate in human speech, which means the game development teams have human ingenuity and yokai power on their side.
I will be making
The sky's
Toho.
the limit.
Wow,
You can count on
I
that.
can't even imagine what the teams are going to come up with.
Speaking of teams, let's take a second to introduce the contestants. And we can give an overview of their games while we're at it.
All right, take it away.
All right, let's take a look at our first team, Mizuki, Gyobukoran,
I wanna see the pole
and
arm.
Kokomi, and their game,
Let me see
A
the pole
Little
arm.
Fox's Daydream. Players will need to guide a little fox through
Oh, we're not
different
making the game. They've already been
dreamscapes,
made.
collecting fried
playing
tofu
them.
on the way until you reach the ramen stall at your destination.
And if you make it to the final checkpoint, a very cute,
So we've got
very
like a
special little Baku will
platformer of
appear to
such?
congratulate you.
That'll be
Oh, but,
interesting. I mean,
you
platformers
didn't
are
hear that from me.
they're
Yeah,
fun in their
okay.
simplicity.
As for the identity
I'm pretty
of the
bad
little
at them,
Baku,
though.
I'll leave that for the travelers to mull over.
That'll be done in 20
Here's
minutes.
the tip. As the setting changes between dreams and nightmares, make sure to watch your step. Otherwise, it's not a pleasant way down.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
Ouch.
Damn,
All
that
right,
the
moving
death
on to
animation.
Sayu, Kichiboshi, and
They're really making you
Yoimiya's
feel
team
bad
and
for
their game,
sucking.
Bunshin Phantasm. This is a game that really makes you think. What do you do when the bridge to your
Brain
destination
game, okay,
disappears
okay.
in front of you?
Now we're talking.
Well, that's where the Mujina body doubles come in. The Mujina body doubles mimic your movements, and you will need to use the mechanic to your advantage to find a way forward.
So it's that new game
This
mode
has Sayu
from
written
Honkai
all
Star
over it.
Rail's
Making
latest
her clones
patch,
do all the work while she takes a nap.
but on Genshin
That
and in
sounds like
3D.
her. But
You know what I'm
that's
talking
just my
about?
guess.
If you go
Travelers
to-
will need to uncover the full story.
You go to the
behind
new
this
place
game
in
for themselves.
Honkai.
I heard the team
You've got
is hard at
the
work
you know
developing new
the
stages
shadow and the mirror. You
expanding
can
on
never
the
touch your
clone
shadow
mechanic.
self. They fall
So there are even
basically
more
that, but in
intriguing puzzles
Genshin and in
store.
3D.
Sounds exciting.
Alright, those last two games are new additions to the festival, but this next one might look a little familiar. It's a new and improved version of Akitsu Yuge, this time with a Mondstadt twist. It's called Akitsu Harpastum, developed by Toma, Hitotsume Kozo, Yoko, Kappa, and Shoze.
Okay.
Shout out
I
to the
think I
VA.
can
They're
guess the
doing their
mastermind
best to
behind
read
this
these
game.
names, and they're doing
The
pretty
Ludi
good.
Harpastum elements make it pretty clear it must be Toma's idea. He's from Mondstadt after all. And the break mechanic definitely reminds me of Akitsu Yuge. I can see the mashup.
Exactly. Plus, with Shoze's yokai powers, there are even special effects this time that really take it
Okay,
to
so
the
this is
next
co-op.
level.
We
Well,
should also mention Akitsu
Yeah, it's
Harpastum
co-op.
can be played solo or in co-op. So, you can put your skills to the test on your own or with friends.
As you can
Seems
see, there are a lot of
fine,
fun games
yeah.
in store. Maybe you even have a
and
favorite
just
already.
turn your brain off
If
and
so,
complete
you're
it, get
ahead of
your
the game.
rewards.
Because in this competition, the winner of the award for Best Game is completely up to the Traveler. The winning team gets to take home the Tanuki Game Award.
Ooh, that's a big decision.
Definitely.
Give me a Little
now
Fox
we only
Daydream.
give a brief overview of each game, so better to reserve judgment until you experience the final product for yourselves.
And
And of course,
I've seen
no
enough.
celebration is complete without rewards.
It's a 4-star, obviously 4-star
All you
weapon.
have to do is join in on the fun. Take part in the various games to
Let me
earn
see the
festival
stats. Let me see the stats.
Once
Let
you
me
collect
see
a
the
certain
stats.
amount,
Come on,
you can
please.
exchange them for all sorts of rewards, including a new 4-star polearm.
Wow, I'm so
Oh my
excited.
God. Are they
This
not gonna
festival
show
is
us the
jam-packed
polearm?
with activities.
For sure. Plus, you can always stop by Isa Bathhouse if you need a break.
Holy.
The bathhouse even better. Plus, you can always stop by Isa Bathhouse if you need a break. The bathhouse for sure. Plus, you can always stop by Isa Bathhouse if you need a break. The bathhouse even made custom bathrooms
So, throw everything I just said out the window. 10 out of 10 patch right now.
for their guests during the festival.
Awesome.
Definitely. Yai Publishing House will also have a booth, so check it out if you're interested.
All right, before we wrap up this
Can I bring Seat Lolly to the publishing booth? They're not thinking with their brains. They're not thinking what sells right now.
special broadcast, we have one last announcement. Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, will make a special appearance at the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Wow,
I would hope so.
Shogun is going in person. That's definitely going to cause a stir. But wait, hold on. She's not just going for the festivities, is she?
Well, I heard she's coming to investigate
I was like, there's probably gonna be Dango at the function.
Mikoshi Chiyo. Ah, you mean her Oni friend from all those years ago?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just a
It's definitely
rumor.
for the Dango
We
milk.
Probably shouldn't spread that around.
No. You're right. That could be dangerous.
The Mikawa Flower Festival welcomes all visitors, human and yokai alike. Whether you're new to the festival or a returning visitor, a competitor or spectator, there's more than enough fun to go around.
That's right. And with that,
We hope to see you there.
And with that, Reimu Hakure from the Hakure Shrine will be there. Come on, Toho crossover when Genshin. There's the final code. You go ahead and get it. Aisha Bathhouse can be. We're gonna go to fast forward a little bit.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's perfect timing. Look at
Another
that.
cool thing about the Mikawa Flower Festival is that we get to reunite with a bunch of old friends. It makes me
Yeah,
wonder
we haven't been
what
in
some of
Inazuma
our
forever.
other old friends are up to.
yeah, I'm sure you're
More
not the only
cameos.
one. That's exactly why the
Let me see Lisa. Let me see Layla. Let me see Sila. I don't care. We just saw her. Let me see Silali. Let's see. And let me see one from Leeway. Let's see Yelan. Do that, and this is a 10 out of 10 patch.
team designed this next event. Let's take a look.
Where are we? Wait a minute. Where are we? This is not Inazuma. Are we in what, Chenyu Valley? The other Leeway region. I think we're definitely in Leeway of sorts. It's Zhongli. Am I blind? Oh my god, I didn't even notice Zhongli was there. We're definitely leaving.
いいところに来た。座ってくれ。
Okay, is it, where are we? What? Anthology chapter, what's this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Is this game breaking? This is different. This is something new. Hold on. Got all jittery now. Hold on. So we saw many regions, old regions, Mondstadt, Leeway, whatever. What are you cooking up, Hoyo? What are you doing? Noelle? We love Noelle. I love Noelle. What's this? When was the last time we saw Amber in anything? Holy crap, we're pulling all the stops for this. Klee, obviously, right? She's in every event. What is this? Hutao! Yeah! Okami? Yo, what is this? This might be the best part of
This
the...
new version 5.4 event is called Traveler's Tales Anthology Chapter.
It's an event.
Keep an eye out as you wander the open world. You might just spot some familiar faces, or hear some interesting news about them.
What an awesome way to reunite.
So is it just like
with
a
our
dialogue
old friends.
interaction?
Yeah, and get a glimpse of an average day in their life.
Oh, hold on. The map is pretty big at this point. Won't it be like
15
trying
kilometers.
to find a needle in a haystack?
Don't worry. Whenever there's news about one of our companions, their anecdote icon will appear on the map. All travelers need to do is head to the marked location to check it out. Once you complete an anecdote, the corresponding story will be recorded. Complete.
That's a lot of characters. Damn. Is it like every character? At least every character in like the old regions that we haven't seen in ages? That's cool. So I'm assuming this is gonna be like a random event as you're playing. You'll click the map and see like anecdote available. I'm curious to see. I was thinking this is more akin to like a hangout event, albeit shorter. I mean, it's a hangout event in the literal sense, right? That's cool. I mean, we get to see Kokomi again, Shenhe. I love you, Shenhe. Shenhe, right? So that's nice. It's nice to see old characters getting even a second of spotlight.
A certain number of anecdotes to earn rewards.
Cool.
And you get paid
it's like
for
a
it.
bunch of slice of life vignettes. Oh, actually, I think I just saw Zhongli buying light novels for
These better be voiced. I will riot if they're not voiced. Now, English, I get it. English VAs, I don't know if the whatever strike's still happening, but I play on VA voices. I mean, what? Of course I do. I play on JP voices. Okay, I hope at least those will be voiced. For my EN folk out there, I hope eventually, stay strong and whether this one out. Hopefully these are voiced,
I can't wait to see how that turns out. This kind of mechanic has so many possibilities.
That's true.
So, if the name of the event is Traveler's Tales Anthology Chapter, does that mean there will be more chapters in the future?
According to the dev team, this is sort of like a trial run. They're hoping to refine the experience in the future after receiving feedback from travelers.
Cool. Now the open world has even more secrets to uncover.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the rest.
Okay, so that's actually awesome. I love that. So they're trying out something. I'm assuming they're going to implement this permanent later on. This is probably just a limited time event. Although I hope it would be here to stay. This sounds like something that should stay in the game. Especially as you're playing, imagine a new traveler, right? As they learn the characters, meet new characters, as they go from Mondstadt to Liyue to Inazuma, they have a reason to go back in the more recent sense. After you just finish an Archon quest of a region. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it just brings more life to the game and the characters. Who doesn't love that? I love that. I love that. This sounds amazing. Looks like we hopefully gonna get more of it, more characters. Probably, I haven't seen any Sumeru characters, so some Sumeru characters, Fontaine characters, hopefully. Yeah, I like that, and so we'll see how this pans out.
Of our version 5.4 events. First up is a combat event called Realm of Tempered Valor. In this event,
I hear,
each
here's
challenge
your
is made
obligatory
up of
combat
25
event.
floors of combat stages. The level
25.
and HP
This
of
might take a
opponents
couple
within
minutes
each
to do.
challenge increases as you ascend from floor to floor.
Abyss
Travelers
2.
must clear the
All of
stage
that.
within 30 seconds to move on to the next floor.
Sounds like an opportunity to
30
test our
seconds.
limits.
Yeah, for sure. Also, if you reach a
Okay,
certain
look
floor
at
in
that.
single player mode,
That was floor 17. They were level 100 already, and the cap is 25. This might be a little challenging. I'll definitely be playing that whenever that drops. Sounds like I'm not gonna have fun. This sounds like another Abyss, just albeit fast paced and worse.
you can grant a buff to your friends. Of course, your friends can also do the same for you.
Okay.
I should also mention there are different ways to take part in this event. You can choose to take on the challenge solo or team up with friends in co-op.
Oh, there's co-op.
Whatever you choose, there are ample rewards to collect along the way.
Nice! I feel like travelers will really get to put their bills to the test in this event.
Definitely. And
I'll be down to play that co-op. We'll be streaming when this comes out, and if anyone in chat, we hop on, we do this. Probably knock it up pretty easily. Maybe I'll get carried. Hopefully, I get carried.
speaking of rewards, if you reach a certain floor, you'll even receive an event-exclusive name card. A baby Tepetlisaur punching an Abyss Mage. So cute.
Alright, let's move from the combat arena into the
nothing.
great outdoors. Invasive fish species have been spotted in the waters of Fontaine.
Is this a
and
fishing
rather
event? There's no way.
peculiar individual who calls herself an unchained hunter needs our help. In Invasive Fish Wrangler, travelers will need to head to designated fishing zones to address the crisis. Travelers can take part in two different modes.
This is a fishing
co-op
event?
mode
Oh
and
my
fish-off
God.
mode, meaning you
There's
can
no
either work together or compete against each other, while collecting Primo Gems along the way.
And in the end, your efforts help Fontaine avert a major ecological crisis. So that's an added bonus. Plus, competing to see who can catch more fish
I've
is
seen enough. So this event just went from a 10 out of 10 to a 20 out of 10. You're telling me we get to fish in other people with other people and compete for who's the best fisher? Count me in. Everybody, come on. Hop on the game. We're fishing. We're fishing. Hop on the game, come on, let's go.
just really fun.
Yeah, if you are the first to catch the giant bejeweled
Alright, bro.
unicorn
Bro needs to
fish,
hop back on
you
AIM
can
Labs.
even
There's no way
receive
he's
a
missing that
higher
fish.
score.
Hold on. Doesn't this so-called Unchained Hunter look a little familiar?
No.
Wait, it's the same merchant who released Sumeru fish species into Mondstadt that one time.
I don't remember.
Wow, looks like she really turned over a new leaf. And speaking of familiar faces, another old friend will be returning in version 5.4. That's right, it's Xavier.
Oh, the filmmaker
Xavier.
smiled upon by the gods.
Let's go with Javier.
What kind of commission is it this time? Another film?
Nope, not a film this time. A commercial for his sponsor.
They got
But
Fontaine
it's
in here
not
somewhere.
really a
I
commission.
love
It's
Fontaine.
more like doing something creative with an old friend. Besides, Xavier already
Oh,
shot
this is the one
footage.
where we make
All
the
travelers need to
scenes
do
and we
is
kind
edit
of
You
put
can
it together.
totally
Oh
make
my
it
gosh,
your own.
Shenhe!
Make it our own.
I love Shenhe.
But what about the sponsor? Aren't there requirements?
When it comes to art, there's no right answer, right? Xavier said it just needs to be interesting. If the sponsor has an objection, Xavier has our back.
Oh, it's a restaurant ad.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
Oh my god!
And it
Hatsune Miku! We got Hatsune Miku in the event. Let's go.
looks like we can use the same footage 3 times.
We're bringing
That
back
leaves a lot of
every
room for
character who hasn't
creativity.
had any screen
And
time for
feedback.
this.
The cast, crew, and sponsors of your commercial will be able to weigh in
Red.
on your final cut. Plus, you can have multiple saves, and you can even share and showcase your work. I can't wait to see what everyone comes up with.
It looks like
I think I
everyone
saw Ito
irrelevant
in
is
some
getting
of the
involved
footage.
for this.
Huh. I was wondering why he wasn't part of the game development competition. Looks like he was busy filming an ad.
Yeah, for Genius Invocation TCG by the looks of it.
I haven't
Which is
played this
perfect
event in
because
a while.
we have some Genius Invocation news of our own.
Mm,
Automatic Artistry will be returning as a part of Heated Battle Mode in version 5.4. Travelers can look forward to
Not
new
that long.
character
So we'll
and
watch it
monster
through.
cards.
I don't play the card
In
game.
addition,
I tried to get into it
will now
on
have a
multiple
concede
occasions.
button, making it easier
It's just
to get a
something
fresh
that's hard
start
to
if
do
a
like
match doesn't go your
consistently
way.
while you're playing.
Updates and optimizations have also been made to
Arlecchino, though. Hold on a
regular
minute, that might
Genius
be probably
Invocation
back.
TCG, so keep an eye out.
Finally, the Leyline Overflow
Love
event
that.
is returning in version 5.4.
Take chat, take
Check it out
advantage
if you
of
need Mora
this.
Or character experience
Every day,
materials.
hop on, do your
Alright,
3,
it's time
just
for a
boom,
few
boom,
system
boom.
optimizations.
Focus on like one
In
resource,
version
gold or XP.
5.1, a calculator
stockpile
was
it really
added to the
quick. It's
crafting
definitely
bench
worth
to
it.
make the enhancement process easier.
Oh, what was added to the crafting bench?
A calculator was added to the crafting bench to make the enhancement process easier.
A calculator?
But the dev team thought that there was still some room for improvement. So, in version 5.4, travelers can look forward to more sweeping optimizations to the enhancement process.
Cool.
First up is an optimization to enhancement material collection. In the training guide, you can now add level up plans for your characters.
Okay.
All you need to do is set your level up goals, and the system will display the materials you need as well
Yeah,
as where
okay.
to obtain them.
That's nice.
In addition, once you set a goal, reminders of the required materials will be displayed in various key interfaces, including
That's
the
pretty nice.
adventure
On Sundays
handbook,
when like all the
domain
talents are
entrances,
available,
and domain
low key
completion
sometimes you
screen,
can get the wrong
and the
one.
battle
That's
pass
pretty nice.
rewards. And when you click
Oh,
on a
and the battle
certain
pass too.
material,
That's really
you can
nice.
see your collection progress as well as whether you reach your goal.
Nice, I like all the reminders. It saves a lot of time when you don't have to do those calculations yourself. Plus,
I
the
mean-
interface seems a lot more intuitive.
Come on,
Also,
guys.
certain
It's
common interfaces will now
addition and
display your current
subtraction,
resin
division
count.
and
You no longer
multiplication.
need to exit to a separate screen. In addition, if you can craft a certain material, clicking on craftable amount will display the crafting bench in your current region on the map, and you can click
I
on
thought you could just craft it then and there, bro. Dude, they gotta do away with this crafting system. It's so inconvenient. You know, Honkai you can craft on the spot. Zenless you can craft on the spot. What's another non-Hoyo? I haven't played enough. Ooh, I don't remember. But you can probably, if you can craft anything, I don't remember. It's a very archaic feature that still is in the game. You can kind of see its age.
it to teleport.
The character list has also been streamlined by reducing the number of steps needed to navigate the interface.
Mm-hmm.
For example, say you just obtained talent upgrade materials for Risley, and after upgrading his talents, you want to do the same for Sijuin. Now,
Okay,
when you switch
you don't have to
characters,
back
you can
out
remain within
to
the
go through
talent
tabs.
interface instead of exiting to the attributes page.
It's quality of life.
In addition,
Which is always
for
nice.
travelers who play on PC and use keyboard and mouse input, elemental
me.
icons
That's me.
have been added when scrolling through the character list. Travelers can use them to quickly filter their characters by element.
Wow.
That
I'm used
option
to
was
just
already
dragging the character
available
tab
in
at
the
top, but
filtering
it can
thing
take a
down there,
while when
bottom
you have
left.
a lot of
But I
characters.
guess it's a lot more
Sure.
simple to
The
access.
filtering icon in the lower left-hand corner can make that easier too. Try it out sometime.
Cool, I will.
Alright, let's move on to some optimizations to weapon filtering. After the version 5.4 update, you can now filter weapons by secondary attributes.
Oh, and characters now have recommended weapon attributes.
Oh,
which
that's
should be helpful if you're
that's really
unsure
useful.
which secondary attributes to prioritize.
In addition, an auto add button has been added to the weapon enhancement
about fucking time. Holy crap, this has been needed for so long. We are in year 5 now, guys. And we're barely getting the. I know you could like click and then you could. They finally added the thing we can unlock the weapon, but like, just like Honkai, just auto add, boom, unlock, done. Like, the amount of weapons I've already leveled up in that tedious
screen,
system.
making it much easier and faster to level your weapons. Finally, the Serenity Pot now allows you to quickly get in touch with Tubby to handle all sorts of
Oh, that's
design
nice.
business. Plus, you can now buy materials and craft furnishings.
Oh, that's actually really
anytime,
nice for
anywhere,
you.
even
Teapot
indoors.
Nice.
aficionados.
All right,
That's
that's it for system
amazing.
optimizations. Be sure to check them out in game once the update goes live. Looks like we covered everything.
Okay,
Which
okay, is that it?
means that's a wrap for the version 5.4 special program. Anything you want to
Oh,
say
okay.
before we
Hold
go,
on.
Kai?
It's
Yes,
an
of
outro.
course. I've been waiting for this. First, I've got to say, Yume Mizuki's design is absolutely stunning.
I like the design. It's very
I
nice.
really love her way of speaking.
Beautiful.
Like, it brings so much personality to her character. It's very soothing. I feel like all of my nightmares are just gonna be gone instantly. And
Oh, yeah.
also, second, I want to say is that this update is also such a huge shout out to the incredible work our game designers have done. coming up with fresh mechanics every single update. That's
They mean
just
like
wild.
character mechanics.
Like, inventing new
Yeah.
mechanics and inventing new rules for the game and finally make it a game is super difficult. Big respect to the team for making all of this happen.
It's big ups
about
to
you,
the
Gib?
mandem.
Yeah, it's so cool how the team is always trying to make the game fresh and bringing new things to the table. But yeah, for me personally, I'm actually really excited to check out Isa Bathhouse because
Shameless
I love
glaze.
whenever there's like buildings in the game and you walk by them all the time and you're thinking like, I wonder what the inside of that building looks like, or I wonder what that area looks like. But they're actually adding, that space for us to explore now. And I just
Wow.
think that's so cool.
Really?
It just adds more detail to the world and
No
it
way.
allows you to explore even more. And yeah, I'm really excited to check that out.
Exactly. I'm so excited about that as well. Well, I suppose all there's left to say is
a new bathhouse
see you
for,
in game,
for this
travelers.
patch, guys.
Yep. Bye now.
A
Bye.
whole bathhouse. Ooh. Headphones on, chat. Come on, let's listen. This better be in the game.
You're
Oh,
awake.
on the right side now.
How are you feeling? I used my voice to guide you.
No
out of the
live
room.
2D? Oh
Looks
my
like it
god.
worked like
So
a
we're
charm.
selling. So we don't care.
Now all you need to do is hold on to this state of relaxation. Your dream was
Bro,
very special.
they should have live 2D this. Oh my god.
Unknowns. Thank you for trusting me with it. Oh, one more thing. Be careful on the road. A certain amount of fatigue is to be expected after waking up from a dream. Farewell for now. When you rest tonight,
Jeez.
I hope
That actually sounds
only
kind of
sweet
crazy.
dreams.
My right ear is getting assaulted right now. Was that it? Okay, cool. Finishing thoughts. And then overall. Okay. As I stated earlier, we are in peak filler right now. We are in the filler season. Okay. So, obviously, hype is gonna be at an all-time low until we get something crazy related to the Archon quest. Me personally, I mean, yeah, I'll play it because obviously, gotta get the free modes, gotta get the crowns, gotta get the weapon. Where am I going with this? It's fine. I mean, we're getting something, which I mean, at least, right? That should be the bare minimum. And this is the bare minimum. The new character, she's gonna be added on standard, which is just nice. We won't, no pulls immediately, but maybe she'll appear soon in a standard banner or whatever. The characters are nice. My favorite thing. Okay, favorite thing from the patch is the anthology chapters, whatever they're calling them. I love interacting with the characters on Genshin, right? I like to think that the main selling point of a gacha game, besides the gameplay, should be the characters, right? Because what are you pulling for? You're pulling for character. You get this, right? So interacting with the characters, being immersed into the world, that's nice. Double thumbs up. I love that. I'm fine with that. And then of course they tease that more to come. This is, for now, that's what we see and whatever feedback. As long as if they're voiced, okay, because if they're not voiced, then I will be very vocal. They will get a very vocal email from me. Voice the damn characters if you're gonna make events about characters. If there's one thing, like, for example, world quests, I cannot be bothered to do world quests because they're not even voiced. Like, come on now. Try not to fall asleep challenge impossible. That's probably the standout for me. This patch. Whenever the details about the polearm get released, we'll see. It's looking like a heavy ER percent HP, I bet. I don't know. We'll see. They never really give us like DPS weapons for, well, at least not in the recent history that I can recall. So we'll see what that polearm will do. My Hutan needs a new polearm, and I don't. Her rerun, I don't even know when it's coming, and I don't know if I'll even go for Homa because I have Arlecchino built already. Besides that, the events. Well, we'll play the events. They're co-op, so that'll be nice. Playing co-op events. Well, maybe we'll get to play with some of you guys. We'll see. Once that drops. Farina weapon banner is probably the only thing that I'm gonna be going for. So I can get my Farina her signature weapon. Besides that, for you super free to plays, easiest skip of your life, go for Farina if you don't have her, because she is amazing. She's still really strong. She's got that power creep proof build kit, unless they give a stronger attack buffer, but Bennett's been in the game forever anyway. So you can slot her into mostly any team that has a healer. Hard to give this patch a rating. Honestly, like, this is like the bare minimum, which is like bang on average. I mean, if they really lean into like the ASMR of the story quests and stuff like that, which they won't, I'm sure they won't. This isn't that kind of Gooner game, right? Now, if it was, 10 out of 10. But I'm feeling a strong 5, bang, middle average. We'll see once we play it if the story quest is boring. 3 or 2, we'll see. But right now I'm feeling a 5. It's something to do, to log on, a reason to log on to the game. But we probably won't be playing it every day. Well, actually, no, I'm lying because I do my dailies, so I'm a slave to the system. But besides dailies, like, we'll probably knock out the event in one day and be on our way. It's super convoluted thoughts, but yes, solid 5 out of 10. This is bang on average. The quality of life, always welcome. I love quality of life. Especially the enhancement weapon thing, autofill, much needed 5 years ago. So that's nice. But that's about it. That's about all the thoughts I really have. There's not much I want to add to that. I mean, the event was pretty slow. The video was slow. The guys were talking super slow. They were at like, we are reading from a script and they're taking it really slow. And I low key wanted to watch that video 1.5x speed, but we stuck through it. I won't call it trash, right? Because, well, we'll have to play the story. Because if the writing is horrible, then it will be trash. If the poem's horrible, then that'll deduct a couple points. But the character is nice. At least the character is nice, the design wise and voicing wise. That's nice. So I won't call it trash. This is not trash. This is just mid. This is the epitome of mid. Is what I feel. And it's it's cursed to be mid, given that it's just filler until we get to Snezhnaya or the next big story quests for Mavoika or related parties. This happens. I mean, it's every year. We get this every year. We'll get 4 patches of awesome Archon quests. And then we get mid for like 3 patches, then the summer event comes out, and then we're back to, rinse and repeat. We are in the Genshin cycle. This time last year, I think we got the other region in Leeway, which, I mean, we actually got a whole region that time. We'll see if they add more map. I doubt it. Probably just the bathhouse. Have I crossed? Let me see. I think that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely take a look at it whenever it drops in, a week or 2. And we'll save primos. What else? Yeah, save primos for something else. From what we saw, was that one picture with like all the characters silhouetted out. Save your primos for Skirk. All right, we're saving for Skirk. That's what we're doing. Okay, stay focused on that. Whenever she drops, I'm sure that'll be a really good patch. Plot related wise. But yeah. All right, chat. All right, YouTubes. I say chat. I'm not even sure, but all right, YouTubes. This has been Jeffixations. That's about all I got to say for y'all today. Y'all have a great rest of your day, great night, great morning, wherever in the world you are. Y'all take care of yourselves. All right, and I'll catch y'all later. Goodbye.
Screaming in public restrooms prank.